Good morning. We are here on day one of the Chalke Valley History Festival. Today is the first day of the 2022 Chalke Valley History Festival, and I don't think you can overstate how excited I am. It's going to be an incredible festival this year. There's some incredible talks that are going on, and the living history behind me is just getting set up now. All the people dressed as Tudors, as Anglo-Saxons, as World War II soldiers, whatever you want, it's here. And I'm so excited for the festival to begin. And we're here, deep in the heart of the Chalke Valley, just to be immersed in history. It doesn't get much better than that. In the press tent, which is my home for this week at Chalke Valley History Festival, and I'm so excited for everything that's about to happen. The schools are starting to arrive, talks are starting to get underway, so let's go check out everything that's happening on day one of the Chalke Valley History Festival. It is lunchtime here at the Chalke Valley History Festival, and so I've decided to sit underneath a big yellow artillery gun just to chat to you guys a little bit about the day. There's been some incredible things going on already. We've had cannons going off down the bottom of the field, we've had talks, we've had songs, we've had reenactments. It's an incredible festival so far, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very hungry, so I'm going to find some food, and later in the week we're actually going to do a whole video about the food at Chalke Valley History Festival, so stay tuned for that. But exciting news about today. I have heard that Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla, will be coming here. She's coming to the festival to do her reading room talk thing, and that's pretty exciting. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. There might be a procession, there might be something exciting, but whatever happens, you guys are going to know about it. I'm going to try and film as much as I can, maybe sneak in and see if we can get a shot of Camilla herself. There's plenty more stuff happening at the festival today, so let's get back to it. But first I'm going to try and find some food. I'm hungry.
stage to Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cornwall and today's speakers Philippa Gregory and Alison Rich.
It is now 6 o'clock in the evening here at the festival, which means it's dinner time. And it seems that the only time that I get a moment to film to camera is when I'm also supposed to be finding food. So the food episode is going to be amazing this week. But I thought I'd take this moment just to give you a full recap of everything that happened today on day one of the Chalke Valley History Festival. Today was the first day of the schools festival, which meant that we had over 1,000 children from nearby schools come to the festival for specially designed talks made just for them. The great speakers and historians that would later be giving talks to adults and the elderly curated their talks to be for children as well. It's an incredible opportunity for young people to get engaged with history and to be immersed in the incredible world of the past, with some of the top names in history in the world coming and speaking directly to them. It's amazing, and we had over 1,000 kids come in, which is always fun and very noisy. It always amazes me how noisy kids actually are. Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cornwall, she came. She opened the 11th Chalke Valley History Festival. We have also had so many incredible talks today. The calibre of these speakers is outstanding, and it spans the widest range of history you can possibly imagine, from the Stone Age. I was literally just over there listening to a lady talk about the Stone Age, which was wild, and talking about eating seals and all that kind of stuff, which is always good fun, all the way up to another talk that's, I think, still currently going on down at the bottom of the festival, discussing the recent history of power and privilege. It's such a wide range of history covered here that it's really whatever you're interested in, you can probably find here. This is not an ad for Chalke Valley History Festival, by the way. I'm not sponsored by them in any way. This just is the best history festival in the world. This is not sponsored, it's not an ad. So, yeah. At the beginning of the day, probably one of my favourite talks took place, the history tellers. There's these two guys who get up on stage and kind of reenact, tell stories of history designed for kids, but also suitable for adults as well. Adults get a real kick out of it as well. But they tell these incredible stories, these random, hilarious, shocking stories from history, and engage the audience like no one else at the festival. No one else I've seen has engaged the audience like these people have. The history tellers are amazing. I think that was one of my highlights today. It's just nice to be back at the festival, really. It's day one, so it is the quietest day of the festival. As we get further along down the week into the weekend, that's when it really picks up. More living historians come out, tanks come out, the crowds get bigger, the audiences get more invested, the speakers get increasingly more famous as well. But it's been great fun. It's been good. But tomorrow is going to be another good day. It's the second day of the schools festival, which means again over 1,000 children are going to be filing in to the festival to enjoy another wide range of topics and talks and reenactments and living historian talks as well. Tomorrow we're going to see what happens, and maybe, just maybe, we might be able to chat to some of the living historians for the video and see what they have to say. That could be quite fun. Let's see if we can do that. But until tomorrow, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you haven't yet, again, not an ad, not sponsored, but do see if you can pick up tickets for the Chalke Valley History Festival. There is still time to get tickets for the weekend, and trust me, you won't regret it. So if you haven't yet, see if you can get tickets. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So until tomorrow, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of this week-long series and all the other content that we put out as Present History. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow in these daily vlogs of Chalke Valley History Festival.